Welcome back to my series, Dance Moms Uncovered. The producers of Dance Moms have gone to great lengths to make sure that the cast would stay on the show. This includes refusing to allow the cast to pursue opportunities and forcing them to do things they probably wouldn't do if they weren't obligated to do so under their contracts, because the producers had more control than they cared to show. Feel free to share your thoughts on the following evidence. First, let's look at how they exploited Abby. Abby has had a lot to say over the years about the way the producers treated her during her time on the show. She says that her dance studio has suffered ever since the show began, because the camera crew would be disrespectful to the students who weren't on the show. At a meet and greet, she claimed that the crew knocked kids over to get to a scene where the mums were fighting, and would constantly kick their dance bags.
The damage. Big 250-pound guys carrying 250-pound cameras, knocking other kids over physically to get to a scene where a mom's fighting. Pushing and kicking kids' bags, their dance bags, their coats, out of the way.
Abby also revealed that the producers would ruin her opportunities. She says that after her meetings where she plans upcoming projects with people, an executive of A&E, which is the company who owns Lifetime, would call them and tell them that they can't work with Abby.
I keep going to meetings and I walk out going, yay, yes. And then we're finding out that there's some executive from A&E that calls the people afterwards and says, you can't work with her.
Recently, she posted a video where she talks about her contract. In it, she confirms that she wasn't allowed to work anywhere but on Lifetime. She has revealed that for every 13 episodes of Dance Moms that she filmed, her contract allowed her to do one thing on another network. So she was only allowed on shows like Dancing with the Stars and The View for one episode only.
I'm not going to just take their money so that I'm not allowed to work anywhere else. And that was part of the problem with the original contract.
I can only do one thing on another network every 13 episodes. So that's why when I judged Dancing with the Stars, it didn't matter if they loved me or not. I could only be there one time
episode
on ABC.
That's crazy.
Love ABC, by the way. Yeah. And then I judged, what else?
So
I was on The View. I
Okay.
co-hosted The View.
Okay.
Let's say on a wild limb, they said, oh, she's our new replacement.
Yeah.
Okay. Couldn't have done it.
She has also declared that the producers had no respect for her business. According to her, during a competition, the producers instructed the mother of a child competing against the ALDC to chase Abby around the auditorium and yell at her. This made Abby especially angry because she had many of her non-Dance Moms students at the competition too, and she didn't want them to be affected by the show's manufactured drama.
Lifetime in Collins Avenue and everybody they employ has zero respect for me. So at the competition on Sunday, it was in Upland, California. I had over 50 students from my studio that aren't on a TV show. They saw. He had some lunatic woman who I've never seen before, never met, never saw a kid dance, come and chase me through the audience. Now this woman wants to be on a TV show. She's doing everything this man tells her to do, saying, your team left you and those girls hate you and you need my daughter on your team because she's better than all them and you're training, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I cannot believe that he realizes that this is my clientele and he would do this to me. They don't know all that stuff. They don't know what happens on the TV show. This is destroying my livelihood.
Abby has claimed that the producers forced her to work the day after her knee surgery. Apparently, this was a day where they were filming Pyramid, and she had to stand for 3 hours. She believes that working while her knee was still swollen and not getting the chance to rest caused her knee to be worse than it was before the surgery. She also seems to believe that the production company would have fined her if she didn't show up that day.
My knee is worse now than it was before the surgery. He had my hairdresser, my makeup artist, and the talent wrangler come at 6 o'clock in the morning to get me the morning after I had surgery. It's a surgery where you should stay immobile and you should rest and you should wait till the swelling goes down before you put pressure on the knee. After I refused to get out of bed, he sent them back again at 11 a.m. And I knew that this would just go on and on all day long. And I would end up being fined by the production company thousands and thousands of dollars because I had knee surgery. I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna do pyramid, and I'm gonna stand for 3 hours straight. Well, one nincompoop after another fights about their kid and the minis and this and that. In the meantime, the pain is so excruciating, I can't even see straight.
Furthermore, Abby has complained recently that the producers forced her to keep Peyton's mum, Kerry, at the ALDC in season 6.
You are going to see me trying to throw somebody out and being told that I'm not allowed.
You cannot come into my business, scream and swear at me, and expect everything to be great. It doesn't work that way. No, I had other mothers in the past swear at me, and production forced me to let them be in the numbers. I'm not doing it anymore because that's fake.
Abby has also stated again and again that she was forced to do a lot of last-minute costuming for the show, which involved going from store to store looking for costumes after everyone else had already wrapped for the day. In an interview with Dr. Oz, Abby admitted that she keeps asking her friends why they didn't let her die.
I said to my friends many times, why didn't you let me die? Just why did you say that? Do it, let me go.
It's really sad and makes me wonder if she wanted to do season 8 at all, or if she was just forced to because her 8-year contract wasn't over. Next, let's explore refusing cast opportunities. Back in 2012, Maddie got 7 callbacks for a role in the Broadway musical Billy Elliot. However, she was not allowed to do it because of her dance mom's contract. This is just one of the many opportunities that the producers sabotaged. Some of them we know, and some of them we don't. So let's have a look at them. Abby revealed in an interview with Tony Moore earlier this year that the producers refused to allow Maddie to do the chandelier video at first. Abby eventually convinced them to let her do it, because Maddie had a solo that week, and if she was busy shooting the video, there was a better chance of Maddie forgetting the solo. However, Maddie didn't forget, because Abby secretly assigned her an old solo that she already knew.
When, Sia reached out and made the contact to have someone be in their video, I'm the one that fought with production. I'm the one that fought with the network. I'm the one that put my foot down and said, I will go on strike. I will not work if you don't let this kid go do this.
Yeah.
They were like, no way. And then they made the kid do a solo that week to kind of throw them off so they would lose and put too much pressure on them. And what did I do? I used an old solo that she had done prior to the TV show. We changed the music.
One super surprising fact revealed by Abby was about a Claire's deal, like the one JoJo had where she designed and sold bows in their stores. Apparently, Claire's wanted to do a Dance Kids clothing line with the whole cast of Dance Moms, but the producers refused the offer.
The Claire's deal actually came to me at Lifetime doing Dance Moms, that they wanted to do a whole Dance Kids line. And I took it to the network and they said no.
Have you noticed that on the show, the producers would allow the cast to go on jobs that created the most drama? For instance, the photo shoot where there was one cover model, the music videos with one lead, the girls competing over an acting role, or when JoJo was going to pick one dancer to join her on tour. Jill has tweeted that the producers would tell the cast that all anyone wanted to see was drama, and it seems like they would let the cast attend jobs if it could create some sort of drama for the show. Evidence number 3, forced opportunities. There have been a few not so subtle sponsorships on the show that the cast was forced to participate in. In season 6, episode 15, it's clear that the dance Winter's War was sponsored by the creators of the film. You can tell because they could use music from the film, they mention the movie title many times throughout the episode, the description box of the dance mentions the movie by name, and rumour has it that Universal Studios even provided the costumes. This happens again in season 8, episode 12, with the group dance Angry Birds Tutu. They mentioned this movie over and over. The cast went to the film's premiere, and they even played the trailer during the episode. There are also many instances where cast members were forced to perform while they were injured. In this magazine article, there is a picture of Maddie with the caption, "Maddie takes time to care for an injured wrist." A crew member had the ice pack waiting for her as soon as rehearsal ended. In Season 2, Episode 21, Brooke nearly had to perform an acro solo with an injured back. We also know that Paige had to perform with a broken foot for the Light My Fire dance. I suspect that if she wasn't on the show, she wouldn't have been anywhere near the dance studio while her foot was healing. Paige also had to perform with warts on her feet and compete not long after they were zapped off. And lastly, every time the cast members wanted to quit the show, they were forced back to set because they had contracts to fulfill. Giannina and Joanne revealed that they were the only ones in Season 8 who didn't declare that they wanted to quit during filming. Cameron described an instance where there was a fight, and she was stopped by a bodyguard when she tried to leave the set.
Fun fact, actually, my mom and I are the only mom and daughter duo on the show that didn't threaten to quit to the producers or anyone and didn't want to walk out the door while filming.
I'm just so frustrated. Then I walk outside with the bodyguard. The bodyguard has to stop me because I literally was about to be gone. I was leaving. I was done.
4. Wasting valuable time. Pretty much everyone knows by now that it takes the cast 3 to 4 hours to film Pyramid each week. This has been confirmed by many of the cast members. So why did filming it take so long? Well, according to Kelly, the crew would make the cast walk in several times to make sure it looked right.
That really takes us 3 hours because we either don't walk in the right way.
Cindy from Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition suggested that the kids had to pretend to be happy when the weekly themes were announced. And I suspect Dance Moms does the same thing, and that they probably had to stage these reactions a few times.
Alice in Wonderland.
Okay, I'm so excited.
Yeah, well, you have to be.
Abby has also stated that they would film extra close-up shots of her revealing each girl's place on the pyramid. Not to mention all the fights that take place. They also controlled the order in which the cast would get out of their cars to film them all walking into the building. This seems to be confirmed by a tweet from Kira, who said that the producers made her and Kalani wait in the parking lot once to make them seem late. Finally, let's look at limiting dance classes. While both Maddie and Chloe were granted places in the Joffrey Ballet Summer Program, they were unable to go because of the show. At a meet and greet, the Highlands revealed that since they were still under the Dance Moms contract at the time, the kids weren't allowed to compete as part of another studio's competition team.
We don't dance right now because in our contract it says that we're not allowed, but we're trying to
join another competitive team because our contract is that we will dance with Abby.
In Season 5, Abby wasn't running very many classes for the elite competition team. The mums and Abby had many fights over the girls getting more dance classes, and it makes sense that they were mad, given the fact that they weren't really allowed to compete anywhere else, and they were required to stick around the ALDC for filming Dance Moms. Filming already took so much of their training time, so you can imagine that they'd want to get as many classes as they can. So what do you guys think? Did the producers exploit the cast, or are these reasonable measures that they had to take? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.